Hello, everybody. My name is Pandursz, and welcome to episode 6 of my Let's Play. Last episode, we built two farms. We built our villager farm and our iron farm here, and it was all in preparation for today. So I've been doing some stuff around the house, just cleaning and tidying. So let's see how this has been doing. And oh my goodness. Look at all these poppies. Okay, this farm was definitely a success. We are ready to get started. And there we go. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to tune in next week for... I'm just joking. Of course we have so much more to do. What do we have to do today? So, again, at the beginning of the last episode, I mentioned that I wanted to build something right over here near the fields. Now, as I was thinking about it the other night, I decided, as cool as this looks here, it's going to look cooler somewhere else. So the big project today is not going to actually be there. Oh, okay, we have some action. Are you guys ready for this? This was totally unplanned, unscripted. Let's go in for the kill. Let's see what happens. Oh god, I am definitely going to die. I don't even have my bow on me. Oh yes, they're going to hit each other. Whew! This is the third time this has happened in my village. This is not planned, but perfect content. I love it. Oh god, no, where did he come from? Oh my goodness, what is going on? What is going on? No. Oh goodness. We did it. Oh, we did it. Oh no, the llama's gonna kill me. The llama will kill me. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Well, now that that's over, this is actually going to be the location of our new build, which is going to be, can you guess it? Go ahead, I'm going to give you 2 seconds to comment down below. What do you think I'm going to build today? 1, 2, today we are going to build a functional windmill. I mean, you probably knew that already because that's probably what my thumbnail is. But let's pretend like you didn't know and you're just, yeah, good job. You guessed correctly. Now, what do I mean functional windmill? So I want to have one of those really large wheat fields, and I figured it wouldn't really make sense to put it right beside the house, and I wanted to extend really out, maybe into like a whole other village or something. But I wanted to have that space, so putting it right beside the house didn't really make sense. So I figure I'll put the windmill out here so it's still in view of the house, and I will make this a really, really big wheat field. So what do I mean by functional though? Well, I don't want it to just be a building I look at. I want to actually interact with it. So with inside the field is going to be a button that I'll press. It'll actually make wheat, or it'll create wheat. How are we going to do that? Well, this is exactly how we're going to do it. Before I even get to that, if you look down in the video description, if you don't really care about the technical aspect of this, I put a timestamp so you can go ahead and just skip to the actual building if you want. So if you just want to see me build the windmill, just go ahead and click that timestamp. It'll bring you to there. If you want to learn how I'm making it functional, then just keep on watching. So let's get to it. So this is the footprint that is going to actually hold the functional aspect of our windmill. The reason why I placed it underground is because I want the windmill to be kind of in the center of it. But if I were to make the windmill covering this whole thing and it was above ground, it would be such a large windmill. It would not look good compared to our schoolhouse or villager house or town hall. Yeah, we'll call it town hall from now on. And even compared to our house, it would be so big. It would look so weird. So the functional aspect is going to be underground, which I think once I make it working, will terraform the land so it just gradually leads towards the windmill, and it'll look good. But anyways, so how are we going to make this work? So what we're going to do is put down a whole bunch of, oh, that's not the where it should go. Let me fix that. So they actually have to go one in. Yeah. So we're going to make these dispensers. These are going to be the way we clear our wheat. We're going to fill these all up with water and all the way around. So each of these, oh no, that shouldn't be like that. Each of these is an 8x8. So each of the little pods here should give us 64 wheat. So we should be getting quite a lot of wheat and seeds to fill out our wheat field, which is going to be amazing because it's going to take a lot in this world. Then we're going to put a whole bunch of repeaters all the way through. And it's just going to be a simple water contraption. We're going to press the button. It's going to let the water fill. So let me go ahead and fill these all up with water. So that is all hooked up and works pretty well. I just press the button, the water will come out, and we press it again, it'll pick it all back up. So I'll have to make a double pulse to do that within one button click. And I also added water on all sides to cultivate the land. So now we need to get some seeds going up in here. So I just listened back to that last clip. I don't know why I said let's get the seeds like that, but I did. So here we are. Okay, so I have the seeds all filled up. They're slowly growing. Next, I actually have some composters in each of the pods because part of the way that we are going to make this an automatic type of gatherer and planter is by shipping some new villagers. So I gone ahead and put some rails here. Let me ship 1 or 2 out. Okay, let's see here. Does this connect all the way? Perfect. Okay. Hopefully we can pick somebody up. There we go. And he's off, just like that. And there he is, ready to work. So him and his 3 brothers are going to be put to work in this little field. Part of the way the system is going to work is that once everything gets drained, 64 seeds will automatically get thrown back onto him so that he'll pick them up and he will be able to replant them. So over time, we'll just have to be pressing the button to make sure that it will wash and get replanted, and that's the way we'll generate extra seeds, extra wheat, all fairly automatically. All I have to do is press a button. So let's get the other 3 pods filled up. I love and hate redstone so much. This got complicated so quick. So to fill you guys up with everything I've done so far. So right now, like we know, as soon as we turn this circuit on, all the water is going to flow through and it's going to push all the wheat and seeds into these 2 hoppers. What'll happen is I've already set up an item sorter down there. So down here, the seeds will be in this chest and the wheat will be in this chest. So very simple item sorter, really nothing too complicated. There's a bunch of 5-minute videos on YouTube if you want to learn how to do this yourself. But that's all set up. Now where my issue lies is what I want is to pull out seeds from this chest to go into our droppers over here, which are currently set up to drop 64 seeds. So right now we have 32 in there, 32 in there. So 32 times 2 is 64. We press the button. It's going to spit them all out. This is probably my favorite part. I love this. It's going to spit out all the seeds. The farmer will pick up the seeds and nothing left. Awesome. Where my issue stands that I still have to figure out, how do I get 64 seeds, or I should say 32 seeds into this hopper and this hopper within 1 button press. Basically, within 1 button press, I want the water to flow. I want the seeds to get distributed, and I want the water to retract. So, this is taking a lot longer than I thought. I'm going to be up late tonight. I know it, because as soon as I figure out the redstone for one of these cells, I have to duplicate it for all 3, and then we can actually get to the building. So this is getting interesting. I wish me luck. Okay, I know this is not the most interesting episode working with redstone, but it was a project I had in my head, and it's done. It works. I'm so happy. This is literally like 6 or 7 hours later from the last clip, and oh my, I was having some issues. So it's going to look a lot different. Now we have our fellas over here. They're doing their thing. Right now, this pod is the only one working, and I don't want to spend the whole... Where did I get shot from? I don't want to spend the whole episode just working on the redstone. So I'm going to show you how it works, and as soon as I'm done showing you, I'm going to, I'm just going to start making the windmill, because that's what this episode is supposed to be. So if you sat through this redstone component, I give you 102,000 likes and hugs and kisses. Okay, anyways. I'm sorry. I'm so happy. Okay. Like I said, only one is working right now, but I'm going to make this console, this section here, the main master console. So as you can see, I'm gonna go up and down right now. So like I mentioned before, we have the trench at the end. what I have set up here is when I press this button, let me show you first the redstone actually. Yeah, I can go all the way around. See, look how menacing it all looks. Just ignore all of that for now, for just a second. So once I press the button here, it's going to go into another etho clock, which is going to basically immediately send power through this observer. So it'll send a tick realizing that the redstone has left. It's going to let the water shoot out. So the water will start dripping. And then after I put it to 15 seconds, I still have to play with the delay. But as soon as enough time comes back, it will this redstone block will come back in front of this one. Then it'll send another pulse, making the dispensers retract the water. So if I press it, I don't know if I can catch it in time, but one thing I want to show you is actually, hold on. Before I press the button, I brought the trench closer, or I brought the sorter closer. So right now, all the water, or all the items gets funneled into that spot, and I have just a simple ice mover, so just a water flow with ice underneath, and that's bringing all the items into the same item sorter that I had before. Yeah, perfect. So we have our wheat sorter and our wheat sorter, and nothing else will be planted, so we only need these two, and wheat will go down there, and so will the seed. So right now, let's see, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 3 stacks of wheat. Or sorry, 5 stacks of wheat, 3 stacks of seed. So, I'm so excited to show you guys this. Okay, so as you can see, we have a full field. I'm going to go back down, and we are going to press the water. Let's see if we can make it up there. As you can hear, the water went through. Everything gets pushed down. It should have retracted, and now it collects all the water. Okay, that worked perfectly. Oh, that took so long too. And look, he's already replanting. So the next step is kind of a redundancy, but it's a necessity. So you're going to see once I come down here, what did we say? Look, the wheat is already starting to come through. Hopefully. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3. So all the seeds came, and I guess we only had 2 wheat, but you see that it all got sorted out. So we got an extra, almost a full extra stack of seeds, which is perfect. Now we want to be able to get those seeds back up to the farmer. If you saw, we had a dropper. We had a dropper right there. So that's going to take one of our slots. But what's going to happen is, if we go back down to all of our redstone, so now the next button we'll have to press is this one, which is going to send a pulse into this dropper and into this dropper. Or actually, it'll send it into this dropper, sending my one little nether quartz into this dropper, which means it will, and we have, okay, this is so complicated, and if I lost you already, I'm sorry, but we have a bunch of observers, so it's going to realize that an item went into this dropper, sending a pulse out, and it is going to count because we have another back and forth hopper here. So once all of these seeds, so this is basically our timer again, but once all these seeds gets transferred from one hopper to another, it is going to invert the signal here. I don't know if I'm explaining this right, but what will happen then is this hopper underneath the seed chest is locked, so it's not pulling anything, but the pulse will get inverted, therefore unlocking this hopper for 63 ticks, actually 64, so we'll get 64 seeds, which will come down this hopper tunnel and into, ooh, this is the best part, it'll come into this, where'd it go? It'll come into this dropper, which I have a detector. As soon as something is in here, it will automatically pulse it, which means it'll get pulsed 64 times, spitting into this hopper, spitting into all of these droppers going through this elevator. I don't know how I figured any of this out, but I'm so excited. Okay, so what will happen now? I press it, and it's about to get loud, but we press this. The quartz already went up, and you'll notice our seeds are being taken out. It'll be, like I said, 64 seeds exactly. They're going into this dropper, which is getting spit out, and all the way up the dropper tunnel. So by the time all of these are done, and this is going to be so loud once we mimic this between 4 cells, that's why I wanted it working as we leave, but It only took 1 stack of wheat. Now, where did all of that go? It went up here for the villager to pick up, which he's done, and he's gonna start planting. Do it, villager. Plant. Make me proud. Make me proud, please. Please make me proud. I promise you it works. He should plant over time. This isn't something we're going to use every day. It's just a way to get some extra seeds and such, but oh man. This is definitely, none of this is a necessity. It would be so much quicker to actually plant all of the seeds and harvest them ourselves, but it's more fun. It's Minecraft. You have an idea in mind and you do it. So that means you've been patient. You've been so patient. Thank you. I'm going to make the coolest, most epic, super cool time lapse. Let's go. All right, guys, that was such a long build. I want to say maybe close to 12 hours and even more, not even counting the all the resource gathering. So I also have to tell you that some of the footage was lost. Everything was luckily saved except for the actual turbine or the windmill or the front part, but everything but that was recorded. So thank goodness for that. So to end off the episode, just like the last episode, we're just going to do a cinematic tour of the that's right, complete windmill. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed. A lot more great stuff to come. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye. Enjoy the cinematic tour.